Hey everybody, it's Jersey. So I started this video and I recorded it all and I was talking into my camera and then I realized I sounded too awkward, so then I tried again on my computer and I realized I sounded too fake. So we're just gonna try again and we're gonna see how this goes. Okay, so talk about my sketchbook. This is a sketchbook that I started in the summer of 2015 and then I ended up finishing it in April of 2016. So this is filled with all my Prismacolor drawings. And a lot of them I ended up posting on Instagram, but some of them didn't make it into Instagram, so I guess you're kind of getting an exclusive look into my sketchbook. But yeah, so let's just get right into the video to the first page. Alright, so the first page is just says Jersey Sketchbook. I was just playing around with my Prismacolor pencils because it's the first ones that I ever got, and so I wanted to see how they worked. So this is just whatever. So then I drew Peter Pan and Patrick Star, and then I realized it leaves little marks on the page, as I'm pointing out now, and I didn't really like that, so I had to remember to only put one drawing per 2 pages. Here I did it again. I think this is the last one that I did, and it's just an owl and a mermaid. So then I went to just one picture per 2 pages. So this is Ariel, and then on the other side of the paper, just some color studies for her skin and stuff. Oh, here's little Stitch. I really like this drawing. I like how he turned out. I like the colors and everything. The only thing I don't like is the little butterfly up there, but I felt he looked too weird without him looking at something. Here's Beaker from the Muppets that I never ended up finishing, so this was never seen on Instagram, but I don't know if I'll go back and finish him or not. Here's Kirby. I added a little shadow there. I need to work on shadows, but he can just not be standing on anything. This is 2 volcanoes from one of my absolute favorite short films done by Disney and Pixar. It's called Lava. If you haven't seen it, it is absolutely adorable, and the music is amazing, and it's just really great, and I felt I needed to draw it. Oh boy, this is the first eye that I ever drew in color in this sketchbook with my Prismas, and oh boy, does it look... Well, I tried. There's a better one somewhere back in the sketchbook, so, well, you can see how I've improved. But, ignore those little drawings on the side there. Those were just playing around with markers and paints and stuff. But here's Winnie the Pooh. If I had to do him again though, I feel like I would leave less white space and maybe fix the arms and legs to make him look a little less stringy. Yeah. Here is Luke Skywalker. I found an image on Pinterest that I really liked and thought I should try and recreate it, so this is inspired by it. This is the Fire Princess from Adventure Time. I have never seen Adventure Time, but I found a little image of her on the internet and thought she was way too cute, and I had to draw her hair, and the colors were great and everything. Here is little Simba, and I really like this drawing. I like how it turned out. I like how bold the colors are. Yeah. I liked how very Disney-like he looked. Here's Pascal from Rapunzel. I'm not sure if I like him or not. I mean, I can point so many things wrong with him out. Also, he's not very centered, but... Here's the Boogeyman, one of my absolute favorite Disney villains. I never finished him because I wasn't really happy with how his skin was turning out. It didn't look very burlappy. Here's a little original drawing by me, or a little original idea by me. She's a little girl coming out of a flame. I guess she might be partially inspired by the Flame Princess, now looking back at it, with the hair and everything. But I really like her. Here's Merida. I really liked her hair, and I kind of wanted to try my own spin on it. I don't know if I like it. I mean, people are not my strong point, but I mean, I try. Here is when I got 200 subscribers, 200 followers on Instagram. So I drew a little fox, and just showing my gratitude because it was really cool. Here is a mermaid that I drew. I have a lot of mermaid drawings because it's easier to draw tails than legs. And I'm also able to express their little personalities through the colors of their tails, and I get to play around with that and everything. Here's a jellyfish, and this is kind of when I got really into using my jelly roll pen. As you can see with all the sparkles throughout the jellyfish on the top here and then down more towards the bottom. And then moving on to Pocahontas, who I really enjoyed coloring her. I'm really happy with how the hair turned out, and I really like all the sparkles and things that were coming off of her hair. As you can see, I never finished the hand because I cannot draw hands, so I just skipped it. Here's Baymax. This is probably around Christmas time, judging by the hat and the sweater. Yeah, little Christmas Baymax. Oh, here is Rapunzel. I really don't like her, and I don't know, I can find so many things wrong with it, but I mean, I guess I had to draw her to get better at people. I'm still working on drawing people, so we'll just move on then. BB-8 from Star Wars The Force Awakens. I drew this after I went and saw the movie, which is great, and I just really liked BB-8. Here's Scrump from Lilo and Stitch, little Lilo's doll. Her skin was kind of hard to get the right color, so if you look over to the side, there's a lot of little practices of blending colors for the bow and the skin. Here is a Mickey Mouse space, kind of. I learned this technique from Dramatic Parrot on YouTube, who's absolutely great and actually inspired me to start my own YouTube channel. But mine actually looks more like a space zebra print, so I have to work on that. Here is a watermelon with a whole bunch of sparkles. I was really into sparkles that day, I guess. Oh, and here's a cupcake with, again, more sparkles. Alright, good job me. This was around the time when I found out we were going to go to Disney on our most recent trip, so I drew out the little seagulls from Finding Nemo, who I absolutely adore, and they're just really great. Here is a Pokemon that I drew. I'm not sure why I didn't post him on Instagram. I'm actually really happy with how the coloring turned out and how well the inking looks. Like, dang, I can't even do that now. Alright, moving on. Here is a pie slice I drew for Pie Day of my favorite type of pie, which is cherry, and it's just really great. Here is Dumbo. Actually, from this drawing, my friend saw it and she wanted me to paint her a picture of Dumbo, which I actually ended up doing too, which you could probably see on my Instagram. And here is a pineapple that I drew, and if you have seen one of my most recent videos on YouTube of my pineapple painting t-shirt, this drawing here inspired the t-shirt design. Here is that other eye I was talking about. I'm actually really happy with how this one turned out. It's quite an improvement from the first one, but I guess that shows how much can change in less than a year. Yeah, so keep practicing, guys, and it'll get better. I mean, I'm still not perfect at it, but it definitely is an improvement. And then the ice cream with sparkles, and here's an orange. I don't really like the shadowing. I kind of messed up a lot. It started out with marker shadow and a brown, and I didn't like it, so I tried to cover it up with a gray, and then it just didn't work. And so I just gave up, and there you can see the marker bleeding through, and here's some hair. I am not the best at drawing hair, so I thought, hey, let's practice it. And so I still gotta work on that too. Here is a concept that I really liked, but I don't like the drawing. I really like how it seems like space is falling out of the bucket, but I don't like how it's falling. Like, that's not how things pour out of buckets. If you've seen it, yeah. Here is some social media cupcakes. This is actually some not rough sketches, but like a semi-idea for a larger concept that I ended up posting on my Instagram. Here's a larger version of the Spotify cupcake. Here are some carrots, I guess. One night I felt like drawing carrots, so I did, and then I never finished coloring them. Here is a strawberry and a pineapple, because why not? This one is one of my favorites. It's a cloud vomiting up a rainbow, and I think it's the cutest thing ever, and there's sparkles everywhere, and then I really liked how I outlined the entire thing in white jelly roll, and I kind of want to start doing that again because it made my drawing stand out a lot more against the tan toned. Here is a dinosaur with again the same white outline and then more sparkles. Here is some mandalas that I drew on Tantone with jelly roll because I wanted to see how it would show up on the Tantone, and I think it turned out pretty well. As you can see, this took a lot of time, a lot of details. It was hard work. And here's the last picture in my sketchbook. It's of a sun to celebrate the warm weather that was coming soon in April, and I was very excited for summer. I'm not sure if I like all the extra little lines and dots, like the eyebrows and things like that on the sun, but I definitely like the outline of the sun and the little rays coming off of it with the white jelly roll again and all the sparkles. Yeah, and that's the end of my sketchbook, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below if you want to see more sketchbook tours, leave a like if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for bearing with me and all my awkwardness. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!